Hello everybody, welcome back to this year tropical update for August 18th. We're currently watching Category 4 Major Hurricane Hilary, as well as 2 invests in the Atlantic and 2 areas to watch in the Atlantic. So without further ado, let's get into it. Category 4 Hilary making its way near Baja California and then into Southern California. We're watching an area near the Bahamas for development near the western Gulf of Mexico, including Texas, later this week into early next week. We're watching an area east-southeast of the Lesser Antilles for potential impacts to the southern Lesser Antilles, as well as potentially Haiti down the line, and invests 98 and 99L over the open Atlantic with no threat to land. Here is the impact map. I didn't update the storm locations because there's no actual storms. They're just all disturbances at the moment. But those areas highlighted in blue are areas that could have tropical cyclone impacts. And again, those colors will change with time as confidence increases and systems actually begin to develop. On the other hand, here in the Eastern Pacific, we are watching Hilary making its way towards Baja California. And in reality, some of those impacts are now going to extend into mainland Mexico as well. So we'll continue to monitor Hilary and that area for potential further developments. Again, major extreme impacts possible here in Baja California into Southern California as well. The European ensemble models are showing a significant amount of activity here in the Atlantic within the next few days or so. As we can see here, we have impacts potentially to southern Texas, potentially to Cuba, Haiti, and Jamaica, the southern Lesser Antilles, really the whole 9 yards, maybe even Cabo Verde. With all these systems. Here's 98L, here's 99L. Actually, I think it's the other way around. And then here's the other one disturbance, and here's where the other disturbance is located at the moment. So that's kind of what we're dealing with in the Atlantic. As we can see in the Pacific, really the only concern at the moment is going to be Hilary as it makes its way into California. So here it is, a nice looking storm. You see that eye condensing, the storm strengthening. It should reach its peak strength here in about 12 hours or so, and then begin to weaken after that as it moves to the north. Cooler waters, potentially the first tropical storm to landfall in California if it doesn't landfall before then. As you can see here, tropical storm winds are likely heading into California, as well as significant rainfall, perhaps in excess of 6 inches, isolated to 10. Remember, I made this impact graphic and all of the alerts based off of rain and whatnot in the Atlantic basin. So in desert climates such as Mexico or California or Arizona or Nevada, 10 inches is a lot more rain. So it's really more devastating than the slight risk that it shows here. It's really much higher than that in reality. And I might choose to reflect that on my next update on Hilary, just to underscore the impact that rain will have with this storm. Winds possible to 150, but again, it should begin to weaken before it goes up. I didn't update the text down here. This is from a previous storm, Calvin, so ignore that. And as we're watching now here, we can see that, again, that storm's going to increase in strength within the next 12 hours or so. It has opportunity to, and then decrease in strength. Again, tropical storm watches and warnings in effect from Orange and LA counties all the way down throughout Baja California Norte and Sur, back around into mainland Mexico. So quite the number of tropical storm watches and warnings in effect at the moment. As we see here, there's only been a handful of storms ever to get close to California. We have a depression here, 2 depressions on this island here. And then we have a tropical storm that I guess technically you could say made landfall in California, but nothing near the coastline and nothing probably quite as strong as what Hilary's going to be here. So we'll continue to monitor Hilary for that potential record-breaking scenario. Here's 98L. As we can see, 70% chance formation within the next 7 days, no threat to land. 99L, 40% chance formation within the next 7 days, no threat to land as well. East-southeast of Lesser Antilles, we are watching that area, likely to become an invest at some point. Again, we're watching generally the southern Lesser Antilles and probably further out here, according to the European. If we take a more GFS solution or some of the other models, we may also need to monitor the northern Lesser Antilles as well as the Virgin Islands, Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, and the like. 30% chance of formation within the next 7 days there. Western Gulf of Mexico, as it makes its way in that direction, generally we're watching South Texas, 30% chance of formation within the next 7 days. And that's all I have. As you can see, I flipped the slide a little too early. That's all for now. Chris Dixon, InfoWeather Media.